Alrighty, it's your boy Zeoxys, and today we're going to be talking about the new skills we got for getting a character T15, which is 15, 15, 15, or T20, which is 20, 20, 20. Because if you guys do not know, we did actually get new skills that you can give to characters. But before we get into all that, make sure you guys subscribe. We're on the road to 10K. And obviously, if any of these videos are helpful, I don't know, leave a like, subscribe, right? And comment if you need help with anything, right? So, I guess let's keep going. So yeah, BBS basically added four new skills that you can give a character when you get them T15 or T20, right? So if we go to upgrade slots, they are actually in the game already, which is read Soul Reaper dodge, read Hollow dodge, read a wrong card dodge, and read no affiliation dodge. Now off rip, these are not great, honestly. Um, they're not good. I feel like for Zashiro essentially, right? Because I thought this is what it was before. I didn't read it properly. I thought it was dodge before. Like, I thought it was like they just dodge those enemies. So I thought Zashiro got a fat ass buff technically because imagine if this said dodge Soul Reapers and then dodge around cards or a dodge no affiliation, dodge hollow. I would have just switched this stuff and given him dodge no affiliation and dodge Soul Reaper because then he would be able to dodge everything besides, I guess, humans and Quincy's in the game. But those are not really a threat because they're only like in special missions. And then Azashiro would literally be unstoppable, like because he could, dodge everything. My problem with Azashiro is that he loses three broken abilities, which is his counter attack and his two dodges if he's not fighting Arankars or Hollows. Alright, if he's not fighting Arankars or Hollows, he can't dodge their damage. And then if he's not dodging, he cannot proc counter attack. Right? This only works if you dodge. You could give him this, but I think it's only what? It says the percentage here, right? 15% dodge? Nah, that's not good enough. That's not good enough. It's not worth the skill, right? So that's what my problem with him was. But yeah, you can now basically give any character in the game read dodge for Soul Reapers, Hollows, Around cards, and no affiliation. Should you do this? No, I don't think so. Especially since they have skills like I think Aizen. I don't remember. I think Aizen has it. Let me just pull him up. I believe Aizen is a character that has like read all dodge though, right? I do not. Don't quote me on that. Let me just double check. I gotta get those characters to 200. Um, let me see. Yeah, so read all affiliation dodges, right? He can do that already, which would include humans and Quincy's, like any affiliation. That includes every if final bosses, all that. He can read all their like he can, if they dodge, he can read it. So it doesn't really make sense for you to give a character that one skill when you have characters like and Aizen is not the only character with that skill. There's multiple characters in the game with that skill now. But yeah, I kind of think it's like it's lame that because I remember they did say they were going to give us new skills for the bonus ability sets. But I didn't think they were gonna be these. Right? I thought maybe they would be like you can give like droplets to characters, right? I don't know if I'm ever gonna. I don't think they're ever going to make it that you can give a character pots. Um, I don't think they're going to ever do that. Like a bonus ability will be pots or super link slot pots. You know what I wish though? I hope for a fact that Pierce Iron Skin is an ability you can give characters. Because then a lot of these pot units will get a big boost, or not pot, super link slot units will get a very, very big boost. A lot of them will. So I hope they give you Pierce Iron Skin as a bonus ability in the future. Maybe for T30, if not T40, if they plan on ever doing that. But I don't really rock with these skills here. Read dodge, because it's like not all stages have the read dodge, and it's like even if they do dodge, it's not that big of a deal. Like I guess it's annoying. There has been times where it's like I was farming, for example, like the weekly IT thing, right? They dodge like crazy, and there's times where I'm like, oh my god, can I hit them, right? But do I want to sacrifice? Like, look at my skills here: weaken defense and full stamina damage boost. Right? Would I want to sacrifice my full stamina damage to potentially dodge enemies on certain stages, or would I want to have extra damage on every stage? Right? And then weaken defense is the same thing, right? Would I rather have extra damage, or like I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't think it makes sense really for anybody to have these skills, especially again since you have characters like Aizen who can read everybody's dodge. And again, he's not the only character. I mean, let's go see who else have that. Right. We could check who else have that. I gotta farm up my orbs because the ban is going away soon. The Thousand or Blood War one. I need him 5-5 so badly. Um, Let me just pull it up. Album. And go to sort. So yeah, let's just see who else in this game has like that read all dodge thing, right? I wish I could just search it up because I don't see it. Read all dodge. Read all dodge. I don't see it. I don't see read all dodge. Okay, let me just. I'll be back. Okay, I found it. So just in innate skills. But yeah, look, there's a lot of characters now, right? And all these characters, well, I guess they don't like read all dodge. I think it's just like, well, I guess he does, right? I don't know if every single one of these characters read all dodge. I think they're just like including characters that read some type of dodge. Like, there's no way this Shinji reads all dodge, right? Yeah, he just reads once, like he reads Soul Reaper dodges, right? But yeah, if you even look that Gin, he reads all dodges, and he's actually a link slot character, right? A droplet character as well, right? So a lot of these characters, Ichigo most likely should read all dodge. Yeah, right. So it doesn't make sense for you to really give these characters read dodge for a specific affiliation when you have a lot of these better characters. Does Toshio read all dodge? Let me see. No, he doesn't. I don't know who reads what dodge. I know, like, obviously Aizen reads all dodge because I use him every time. But yeah, they have some characters here that can read all dodge. It just doesn't make sense for you to give a character one of these useless skills. I don't think K-Lab did a great job there. I mean, if you want to make like a, what do we in Pokemon we call them HM slaves. If you want to make a HM slave that can handle dodge, and you want to give it to one of your characters, by all means, go ahead. But I don't think this is really worth it, right? What I would say though, if you do plan on doing that, like making an HM slave, I would say what you should do is find a character who can read dodge. What's it called? Read dodge for like two affiliations, and then what's it called? Put in other two affiliations. So if a character reads dodge for hollows and soul reapers, just then give them read dodge for a wrong cardinal affiliation. If you plan on making an HM slave, right? But if not, then yeah. And the difference between read dodge, because I know somebody's gonna ask, what's the difference between read dodge and dodge or wrong card damage? It's pretty simple, right? When you read some soul reapers dodge, they are dodging you, right? So when you attack them, they can dodge you. If you have read Soul Reaper dodge, they can no longer dodge you. If you have dodge or wrong card damage, like Azashiro here, he can dodge a wrong card hitting him, right? And then when he does dodge, it actually procs his counter attack that does 150% attack to them, right? It's literally a counter attack. So if this honestly said dodge Soul Reaper and dodge no affiliation, damage, then that would actually be a buff to his Zashiro, because then for majority of the game, I'd say 7 out of 10 of like the content of the game, he would be able to literally, I guess, have a 50% a chance to dodge everything, right? So his counter attack would actually be more useful, right? Because again, him losing 3 skills is crazy to me. So yeah, those are the 4 new skills. Overall, I don't think they're worth putting on anybody unless you plan on making an HM slave, literally. But you guys let me know if you find it right, because again, there are a lot of times where I've been annoyed with the enemies dodging. But am I gonna sacrifice my full stam just to like get back that 1 minute? Probably not. I don't know. No, probably not. Right. So you guys let me know what you think about those new skills, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.